I want to take a minute and ask you to imagine a world without cancer. Sounds great in theory. However, with times like these, it also seems quite impossible because there's new cancer patients every day. This past year alone, there was 13 million new cases. I know in the future I'm eventually going to have cancer due to uh, her, due to my family's history of cancer. I, for one, would like to see a change in this. And I know that with the current treatment and detection processes out there, such as chemo and radiation, they work great in some cases, but in most cases, they're not as effective, which is unfortunate. So, what can we do to improve upon these processes that already exist? Well, we can look at a couple projects in nanotechnology, which I have a few examples here. This first one deals with an ejection of nanoparticles that, when introduced to different kinds of magnetic fields, they can produce acoustic waves which can detect the abnormal cells from the normal cells. And when introduced to a higher frequency, they can produce a heat, some heat waves that can burn the cancer cells or rather the tumor, with hyperthermia. In this next one, we have some carbon nanotubes, which can also detect the abnormal membrane of the cancer cells from the normal cells. In this last one, which in my opinion shows the most potential, there is some golden nanorods that can pick out the cancer cells from the normal cells and illuminate them like what is depicted here. Now, for the treatment part for this one is a 2-photon laser, which can pinpoint down to the single cell and effectively kill it with a certain wavelength and frequency. Now, this sounds nice and all. However, these are only in their development stages, their early development stages. And like a sapling in the middle of the woods, it takes time. They can grow on their own slowly, but if we happen to stumble across it and watch it, help it grow, it can develop into a mighty oak. So I encourage you to pay attention to these cancer treatments and help develop them in any way you can. It may not be now, but if we can, I believe that we can see this technology given to the general public within the next 5 years. Thank you.